We live in a world of labels. It's natural. We use labels to organize our lives, to make sense of reality. However, many times, labels can actually confuse us and make things more complicated. Many times people, they don't look past the label. If you put a label on it and that label is a bad label, then the thing that you're putting the label on is bad. And if you put a good label on it, then automatically that thing is good. And life is really that simple. For example, slavery. Ask most people in the world, is slavery good or bad? And they're all going to tell you slavery is bad. But that's not accurate. In Torah, we have slavery that's used as a form of paying off a debt. Someone owes you money, he stole from you or something or whatnot. In certain scenarios, let's not make this a blanket statement. In certain scenarios, he becomes a slave in your house. He lives under you. And you need to treat him with respect. In fact, according to the Torah, if you only have one pillow, you give the pillow to him and you go to sleep without a pillow. That's one form of slavery. So is slavery bad? It depends. What type of slavery are you talking about? Some slavery is bad, some slavery is good. I think we also have this in regards to the word punishment. Many parents today, they are against the word punishment. We don't say the word punishment. We say the word consequence. You're not solving any problems by changing labels. And here's why. Punishment isn't a bad word. Punishment is just like slavery. There are good punishments and there are bad punishments. The fact that the word punishment has become a negative is because of the behavior that was associated with the word punishment. So when you told your child you're going to get a punishment, you always did something harsh, something that he didn't respect, something he didn't understand, and it was just bad treatment and maybe abuse. And that is why the word punishment has become something bad. The word punishment itself is not actually a bad word. And you know what's going to happen? You're going to remove the label punishment, put in its place the word consequence, and you're going to start associating that same behavior that you associated with the word punishment, you're now going to associate with the word consequence. And over time, the word consequence is also going to become this bad word. Because what's going to make it a bad word is the behavior that you attach to the word. In fact, I've actually seen this already. Years back, a mother was telling me not to say the word punishment because I said the word punishment. She said we say the word consequence, not punishment. And I didn't understand that because even the Chabad Rebbeim would use the word punishment. And I just didn't understand it. Anyways, some time passes. And I'm watching this podcast, hearing a podcast. I wasn't watching, I was listening to it. It was a podcast of two mothers speaking about punishment. And the mother said how we don't use the word punishment. Rather, we use the word consequence. And in fact, even the word consequence doesn't sound like the best word either. And I heard that, and I was like, that's what I'm talking about. The problem isn't in the label. The problem isn't in the word. The problem is in the behavior behind the word. So what do we need to do? We need to teach our kids two things that are very important. One, don't define things by labels. Think deeper. We should be training our kids to have critical thinking and to think deeper into things. Don't hear a word and have that word associated to some type of negative or positive perspective and right away write it off as a bad thing. No. Think deeply. Does this make sense or does it not make sense? Is punishment good or punishment bad? Well, why is there punishment? Who does punishment? What's it being done for? Think into it. Be deep. That's the first message we need to teach our children. Second thing we need to do is associate good behavior with the word consequence. Whatever you do, be a better parent. The problem isn't in the words. The problem is in the behavior. Fix the behavior. Focus on the behavior. Don't focus on the words. So the more we behave better and treat our kids better, the more the word consequence or even the word punishment will automatically be associated more positively. And with that, our kids will be raised more properly, and they will be happy and connected, and they will appreciate the punishments that are given to them or the consequences that are given to them, and thank you for them if they're done properly and in the proper way. And that is where our focus should be at.